Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. I had a graduation party last night, and I am just not feeling up to doing stuff today. Just doing some basic maintenance things. And it's been work, but it's not like, let's do a video on this kind of work. So remember the lamp that I took the old top off of and rewired it. The washer in this was not staying put. It wasn't locking into place. So I used this. It is Thread Locker Blue. This is when I talk about the blue stuff. I'm going to put the blue stuff on there. I figured I got to tell you guys the products that I use, because this, like, just sitting on the table, unscrewed itself. Just the vibrations, I guess, of people walking by. But this nut down here had just come loose, and then the whole thing comes loose, and you don't want that. So I went ahead and grabbed my Thread Locker Blue from Loctite, and you just put it, it's exactly what it is, Thread Locker. You put it on there and it dries, and now this isn't going anywhere, and now it's solid. So just general maintenance things, like things I needed to take care of before things could go in the booth. And they're not things that are filmable. Like, here's the little sneaky secrets of the vintage world, that it's like, if you go into this, you're like, I'm gonna sell vintage, and people don't tell you the amount of work that goes into the pieces that we put in there. Like, for instance, this is a harp mount. I had that lamp, that mid-century gorgeous amber glass lamp, and this was the harp mount. One of the sides has been crimped. So whoever had this in their house, now my husband and I tried, both of us tried to open the side, but we couldn't get a harp in it. And my husband was like, maybe it's a different size harp. And I'm like, babe, they're standard. They're standard sizes, because it has to go with whatever shade you decide to put on it. Should come with the correct harp. Little tip for you, if you're buying brand new shades, they should come with a harp, if they're not like a bulb lock. So a lot of the new ones will have, let's see if I even have one in here. I do not. Everything I have is a harp. That little V in them with the hole so that it mounts right onto the socket. If it has that, it's not going to come with a harp. That is the correct length. Otherwise, a brand new shade, like I bought new drum shades for some vintage lamps of my own, and they came with their own harp, the correct length, and that's why these are like a standard size. So if your harp isn't fitting in one of these, someone messed it up. And this one, it must have come loose, and they didn't realize you push that little thing down over it, and that's what kind of keeps it in place. Let me show you. If you're new here, this is the harp. There are some youngins that, if you're starting out, your lamps didn't come with these, right? So this is a harp. I keep a stash of them on the back wall back here in different lengths, because if I get a vintage shade that needs a harp, it usually doesn't come with it. So I have to find the right size. So I actually have another bag full of those in my stash, and people think it's odd that I just have all these harps, but they come in handy. I'm hoarding them at this point. This piece should be on every harp. It slides down over and locks your harp into place. And what they must not have known is that this you can crimp. Like, this is crimpable. You can see this one has an opening. This is what you crimp down. Instead, they crimped this. So now none of these, this is all flat. but this is a standard size so that it should fit in any harp mount. If it doesn't, there's a problem with the harp. So I had to totally take that lamp apart to get a new harp mount on there. And it's just time to do all these little piddly things that are going to make your piece sellable, right? So if I didn't get that lampshade on there, and I did, oh, I'll show you. So she's all washed up and clean now and not greasy. But I also got the $3 shade I found. That was the perfect shade. I mean, it's the perfect shade for this piece. But if I hadn't put the shade on it, I haven't been able to get the harp and put the shade on it. It's a lamp without a shade, right? It doesn't show as well. It doesn't sell as well. So there's all these little things that we do as vintage sellers that I think we don't talk about, right? It's cleaning, it's finding a shade, it's repairing the harp, you know, all these little things. So like you look at that back wall and it's pretty chaotic back there, but it's little things like this that are hanging on those hooks and, you know, hoops, and it's just a lot of stuff that we do that doesn't get seen, right? So I feel like there's a new generation of people that want to be vintage sellers, and they're not seeing the full picture, and it's our fault. It's my fault. It's other vendors' faults because we're not sharing that information. We're also not, it's like, it's not glamorous. It's like, it's not a filmable thing. So we're not talking about it. So there are tools that we use and things that we do that aren't getting shared to the next generation. And I'm all about sharing it with the next generation. So that's why I'm telling you why this day I haven't been filming, but it's a lot of the necessary things that need to get done, right? It's just a lot of work. It's just a lot of little work. So I feel like there needs to be a tips and tricks section where we talk about the things that we do. Like, you see me do this, like I've got the candle, right? The white candle with unscented wax that I do wax distressing on. I also use this to wax the slides on my drawers. I wax the opening. So if you get a cabinet, it's got one of those pieces that goes click, 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 click in and out to keep the door closed. If you wax this, it'll keep it from sticking. Just little things like that that you pick up over time. I don't know where I've picked up half the tricks. I mean, I learned a lot from my grandmother. I learned a lot from my father. I've learned some things from other vintage dealers, but there are a lot of vintage dealers who are like keeping things close to the chest, and I don't get it. Knowledge is something we should share, right? And there's a lot of little tricks and tips that I feel like we got to share that. So I'm here showing you the warts. Like today is a warts day. I'm doing the warts work. I'm doing little gluing things to keep things in place, and I don't know how to explain it. It's not a great filming day because there's not one thing I need to show. Like I'm here to show you guys. I also feel like there's questions people have that aren't getting answered because they're not getting asked. And maybe that's why I want to just say, I don't know what you don't know. And I want you to feel like you can ask me things. And I don't know everything. I'll find out for you. Like, I'll find out. Like, you guys saw me doing the soldering. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna. I was talking to a guy at a graduation party last night. Learning some stuff. So I'm always like curious and asking people who do things like for a living. And I'm like, hey, I have a project I was working on and I'm stuck with this and I'm having this issue. And they're like, well, give it to me. And I'm like, I don't want to give it to you. I love my neighbors. They are so wonderful around here. Let me tell you that first of all, because they're like, here, let me help you. I just want to fix it for you. And I'm like, God bless you. Because if I really didn't want to DIY stuff, having that person there to be able to help me repair things is amazing. So get to know your neighbors. But I have to slow them down and go, I want to know. I want to learn. And that's okay too. You could tell your neighbors, okay, can you show me? Because I want to do it myself. I want to be able to do this in the future. And they're like, well, just anytime this comes up, just give it to me. And I'm like, God bless you. What if you die tomorrow? Somebody else in the neighborhood's going to have to know how to do this. They're stubborn sometimes, and I have to insist they show me how to do it. I really need to know how to do this because I also want to come back and show you guys how to do it because you're not in my neighborhood. I'm now singing the neighborhood song. The people in the neighborhood. I live in a good neighborhood. I'm just going to put that out there. They're good people. And they want to be helpful and they want to do things for us and we do things for them. And it's really small town. Wonderful. It's small town in the good way. Let's put it that way. But I've been trying to learn so I can share things with you guys. But I do know some things that you may need to know. And I don't know what you don't know. But today is a day of me just doing grunt work, like the work of vintage selling. The cleaning, the repairs, the little repairs, like, it's stupid. It's stupid. This is my job, though, is doing some of the stupid work, right? And it's hard because it has to get done, and then I get behind on videos, and then I thought, well, why don't I do a video telling you guys about the grunt work? Because that's the part people don't see. And they don't see the storage and the mess that comes with it and all the other stuff. Like, it's mass chaos in here. When I eventually have a closet over there that I gotta act. And that thing's gonna kill me. Anyway. It's a lot of work. And I think sometimes people are like, oh, I'm gonna become a reseller. I'm gonna make $1 million staying at home. Doesn't work that way. Sure, that first round of stuff you sell, you probably had at home. But then you got to go find stuff. And then you got to fix stuff. And then you got to get stuff for a better price. And then people find out you're a reseller. And then they're like, oh, I got to get money out of them. Because they're clearly millionaires who are just hoarding cash and not wanting to pay for stuff. It's like, oh, clearly not the case. I've had some calls recently. That's why that came up. But anyway, that's the other thing you have to deal with is that there are people that are like, I want to give you this stuff. And then you get there and it's like, okay, but I can't, I'm going to give you this, but I'm going to have to get money for this. And it's like, okay, well, how much do you want for it? Full retail. I can't give you full retail. If you saw it on eBay, that's what they're listing it for on eBay, well, then I'm not giving you that price. I'm sorry, that's full retail. And it's just so frustrating. Sometimes the job is frustrating. That's why I tend not to respond, or I respond to people, I'm not taking stuff on right now. Because I just don't want to deal with it. You get tired of it. Quite frankly. You get tired of people who see what you do and they're like, they want the money you're getting for something without doing the work. So they think if they sell it to you, they're going to get the full retail price. And they get butthurt by the fact that you're like, I can't give you that price. That's the price I'm going to get for it. I have to give you less. I'm dealing with like too many people right now who are reaching out to me to do this. And it's because summer, I don't know what it is about summer. Like they've been purging all winter or something, and now they all just want to get rid of stuff. But they don't want to get rid of stuff. They want to make something from it. And it's like, okay, how much do you want to make from it? Because I can't give you full retail. And usually I'm going to say this and get in trouble. It's the men with the toys. I don't deal in toys, first of all. Like, I don't want your Matchbox cars. There's somebody who will, and your Pokemon cards and whatever. But they're like, I've got this and you're going to want it. I don't though. I don't want it. It's so, some days are difficult because I've taken to asking people to send photos because I've made a lot of trips. Don't make a trip without seeing what they've got. Because you drive hell and gone to get there and find out what they have is like Target flat pack furniture or vintage items that they thought were, Fabergé eggs. And you're going, no, I don't even want that. It's the toy guys for me. There's always a toy guy. So I'm primarily dealing in things like home decor and furniture. And I get there for the home decor and furniture, and there's the toy guy. And he's had these Tonka trucks, these Matchbox cars, Beanie Babies. Y'all, I know y'all thought you were retiring off the beanie collection, but it ain't happening. If you didn't sell it in the 90s, you're not getting anything for it now. And I get hate, for real hate from people because I say you're not going to get that for that. Wow. Part of the job is just universally being hated. Yeah, people hate resellers. Really hate us. They really want us to buy their stuff, but they really hate you. It's just a fact. And you have to get used to the fact that you will be hated for what you do. And at the same time, the people who hate you want you to come buy their stuff. It's just a fact. So I don't know what this video is like. Life, reseller life 101. But I have to get back to cleaning crap and doing putsy little maintenance stuff that literally is not glamorous, is not going to be a video. It's just part of what you have to do on a day-to-day basis in this job. I've been cleaning linens. I've been cleaning everything that you've seen me purchase in the last month has had to be cleaned, repaired, improved in some way, or just not even repaired, but stabilized. That's a good word for it. you know, it's a little loose, or it's a little, when you start to clean it, it starts to come apart a little bit. So you have to stabilize the screws. And it's just piddly little crap. And that's the work. This is the work. So you see the parts that are fun, the shopping and the haul videos and the setting up and displays, and that's fun. This is work. This is the work part. So today I'm working. You know, even for me, painting is fun, and, you know, replacing the dowel, that's still fun. It's engaging and it's fun for me. Things like this, like that piece back there, that picture, one of the boards has come loose and I have to glue it down. Anyway, so I wanted to come in here and tell you that's what I'm doing today, because I know you guys like the daily videos. It's just not every day is filmable. I have a day coming up where I will be doing computer work and I will be doing listing, and it's just not filmable, you know. And I've gotten so far behind on things that I kind of have to do it. So just heads up, there may be a few days of nothing, because I have to. I have to get ahead and I have to get this stuff done, because I have a big shopping trip coming up, and if I don't get this stuff done and out the door, I'm kind of hosed. Then there's no reason to bring new stuff in. I will be so overwhelmed and overloaded that I can't function. So there's no choice. I have to get the boring stuff done, and that means dead days. So that's it for me, I guess. I have to work instead of doing fun stuff. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.